Start. Start. ഞാൻ കൂടെ സാർ
ಅದು ಎತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ
महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, जय गौर
हरि हरि बोल। ओम प्रभुपाद परमाचार्य श्री श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपादाय पुत्र श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। नमाचार्य श्री ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम सुंदर राधा कुंदगिरी गोवर्धन ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीपायपुर धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय। यमुना मई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री नाम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी all glories to assembled devotees Hare all glories to assembled devotees Hare all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to Sri Gauranga Krishna Prabhupada ki jai Radhastami ki jai. We'll continue with our one round of chanting with Srila Prabhupada. It takes about 9 minutes. Thank you. Everyone get? Yes. Okay.
Radha, Srimati, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Thank you again for coming to this weekly Saturday gathering. Any new faces? Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, let's go from here. What's your name? Purnita. Purnita. Purnata. Okay, Purnata and Poonam. Asta. You were there. Purnata, Poonam, Asta. Let's all welcome them by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol. And Mata, your name? Bishti.
They are my daughter.
Oh, okay. But you are coming for first time, right? Okay. And your
My son.
son. Okay, and your mother. Oh, Hare Krishna Prabhu. What is your good name, Prabhu?
Vishwajit Majumdar.
Vishwajit. Okay, Bishti Mataji, Vishwajit Prabhu and their son. 3 times Hari Bol. Lovely. Thank you very much, Mataji, for coming. Anybody else I'm missing? Okay, great. If you can all gather onto the, if you want to sit on the chair, please feel free, sit on the chair, because many other devotees will be coming right now. Okay, so please make this space here to walk. You can sit, occupy those chairs. Many chairs are empty. So, feel free. This is your home. Okay, so as you all see here, what is special today? We are celebrating Radhastami. So last week we had a wonderful festival at the temple. Did everyone attend? At ISKCON Philadelphia? Beautiful deities, right? Wonderfully decorated, nice festival, nice feast, of course. So in the same mood, we are carrying forward today also. We'll dive little deeper into Srimati Radharani, 25 qualities of Srimati Radharani. And today's session will be led by Her Grace Kirtida Kumari. Kirtida, you can take your seat. So can you all see the presentation? Is it very clear or should I switch off the light? Okay, the only downside if I switch off the light while recording, I cannot record her. So let me try. So if I no, that's there. We don't have control.
Yeah, this bigger one you can see.
So can you see now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Can see?
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, you can see, right? Okay. So let's just stick to this. So as you all know, who doesn't know Kirtida? Okay, Brajesh Govind Prabhu doesn't know her. So it's customary that I would like to take this opportunity to introduce her. Her guest Kirtida, she is a disciple of His Holiness Radhastami Maharaj. She started her ISKCON, Krishna conscious process in the year 2002 when she came to United States. So at that time, couple of years later, she moved to Sacramento, California. That is where she was nurtured by a wonderful devotee, Chaitanya Dasi. She is a disciple of His Holiness Jaipatak Swami Maharaj. So she nurtured her, of course me also. So we were both new at that time. We had a wonderful time there. And after that, she moved to Philadelphia in 2004. And since then, she has been associating with ISKCON Philadelphia. And in between, she went to Alachua for a year, okay, more than a year. Brinda was in Alachua Gurukul for more than a year. So that was also a wonderful time. And then she came back to Philadelphia. And then since then, she has been serving Philadelphia Temple in various aspects, various areas like Sunday feast cooking, and many festival organization. Actually, if you see previous festivals, like she did most of the decoration, design, everything. She was the main role in that festivals. And then she was a Sunday school teacher also for a while. So she is a certified school teacher. And then she completed her Bhakti Shastri course also. She's a graduate from Bhakti Shastri course. So today she'll be speaking about 25 qualities of Srimati Radharani. Okay. Thank you.
Our grace Kirtida Mataji ki.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Actually today, Purna, is it? Your name is Purna?
Purnata.
Purnata. You made this one very easy, because if you see the slides, Parkashta, sorry. I don't know why I remembered you as, sorry. Parkashta, actually you made my life very easy today. I had the same song to sing. Jai Jai Radha, Jai Jai Shyam. So when you were singing, I was just thinking probably this is all just falling in place. Thank you. Namo Shivaya Krishna Prasthaya Krishna Deshaya Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasti Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity today to discuss the qualities of Radha Rani. Actually, this opportunity gave me the mind to sit down and to listen and read about Radha Rani's qualities, or else probably I wouldn't have taken this time. Thank you all for coming here to inspire me to speak this Krishna Katha. I'm actually not qualified at all, especially at least to this topic. I'm not knowledgeable also. But as a service to Krishna, I'm just trying to remember my best what I read and heard, and I will try to repeat the same. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Krishna. If someone wants to connect to Krishna, what is the easiest way, or how can we achieve Krishna? There are different ways how you can connect to Krishna, but the easier way is just by taking Radha Rani's name. That is the easiest way, they say. Radha Rani, she takes away all the impediments, whatever comes in the path of bhakti. And then she'll make it so easy for us that it seems like it is very easy to love Krishna. But only when we go through Radharani, that is when it is possible. When Radharani was crowned as the queen of Vrindavan, so she tells everyone that everyone should chant Krishna's name. So she says everyone should say Krishna, Krishna. So all the Brajvasis, they start chanting Krishna, Krishna all the time. And one day they're chanting Krishna, Krishna, and they will see Krishna, he is actually chanting Radhe, Radhe. And then he instructs them saying, you should chant Radhe, Radhe, not Krishna, Krishna. And so all these people, they come back to Radha and they say, Krishna told that we have to chant Radhe, Radhe because he loves you more. You are very dear to him. So he wants us to chant Radhe, Radhe. So she says to everyone that only because Krishna loves to chant the name Radha, Radha, Radhe, Radhe, so let's all chant Radhe, Radhe. So till date, all the people in Vrindavan, they are chanting Radhe, Radhe. It takes time for all of us to start a conversation with Radhe, Radhe or end the conversation with Radhe, Radhe. But I think if you make it a practice, it's possible to do that. Even in the Maha Mantra, what we are chanting every day, we are chanting at least minimum of 16 rounds, most of us. Even in that, we are invoking Krishna and the energy of Krishna, who is none other than Radharani herself. So we are praying to Krishna and Radharani. We are saying, "Oh Radha, oh Krishna, please use us in your service." So that's how we chant every day. Only when we put Radha and Krishna together is when we can achieve love of God. We can attain Krishna Prema. We have heard, the kids also can come here. Come here, sit. Actually, you have a lot of stories, a lot of pastimes. You'll enjoy that. Come. I think I'm just used to talk to the kids, so I feel very comfortable when I see them. So there's this shloka which everyone knows, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya, where Krishna is saying that he will come millennium after millennium to protect the devotees and to kill all the demons. Now, if you are saying Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then why should he come to do this work? It's not required for him to do. He can just do some magic. He can send Sudarshana Chakra or He can just send some coronavirus to kill the bad people. Millions of them will be destroyed immediately. And same way, if he wants to protect the good people, then he can, like our acharyas, like our Srila Prabhupada, he can send people like them, saintly people who can actually change the people's life, and we can go back, just like what has happened in our lives. Just because of Srila Prabhupada, things have changed so much in our lives. We have a hope that one day, someday, but one day we will go back to Krishna. So that hope can be built just with the saintly people. Krishna doesn't have to come. But why is he coming? Again, in another shloka, he's saying Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, where he's saying that if any person thinks of me 24/7, like all the time, if he can think of me, then I can take care of such devotees. I can take care of that person. Now, if, say, a devotee, he wants to think 24/7 about Krishna, how is it possible? So there should be something to meditate upon, right? Or else it gets very difficult. We get distracted with so many things around us. So what is Krishna doing? He is coming here and giving us the pastimes. So it is very easy for us to remember him. Like we can think about what happened in some pastime, or we can talk to somebody, we can tell somebody what we read or what we heard, and that way it gets very easy for us to remember Krishna. And again, when we are talking about the pastimes, we can say that pastimes can be said it in a very simple way. We can say like, okay, Rama was born, and then he married Sita, and then Sita was abducted by Ravana, and then Jatayu helped him to find where Sita was, and Rama went to Lanka, and he killed Ravana, brought back Sita, and all the people in Ayodhya were very happy. The end. So the whole Ramayana is done. But this story for a 2-year-old or 3-year-old, that is good, because only the attention span for such small children is very less. You cannot have a very elaborated story for them. So if you just say in few sentences, they'll be very happy. They just clap their hands, they have a smile, end of story. But for a devotee or for people like us, we want to relish the leelas, the pastimes. So that's the reason we want to have it very elaborated. We want it to be very descriptive, completely describing, like when the Lord was born, what happened, what was the season, was it day, night, who were there with him, what was the color of his body, or did he have a smile, what was he wearing. We want to know everything. Why? It's just so we can remember the Lord. All these things, the details will help us to remember the Lord. And also for the Leelas, when we say, like lot of us, because most of us we've been reading or hearing the pastimes from a very long time. So when we hear any pastime, we should not feel or we should not think that I already know this. Because Krishna and his pastimes are always Navanavina. Every time it is fresh. He is always young and the stories are always fresh. So we should listen to them as though we are listening for the first time. And that way what happens is, say for example, we are reading Bhagavad Gita. For the first time somebody gives us Bhagavad Gita and asks us to read. It's so difficult for us to read the shlokas. All the Sanskrit words are very difficult. It's not easy. We don't understand what the word is and forget about the meaning. We have no clue what it is, but we just know that Krishna is talking here. Just with that, we start the book. And then slowly we are good in reading the Sanskrit words. And then once, we continue, we taste, develop the taste, and then we start understanding. And then we get the realizations. So it is a slow process. And again, after realizations also, say you have read the book, you have understood it in a certain way. And again you back and start reading the same book. You will start finding new meanings in that. You will never see the same meaning. Because you are developing that taste, and also you are improving your consciousness. Things are changing with your experience of how you are seeing that. So it will improve our consciousness. And here today we are talking about Radharani. This tattva is very high, and like I said, I'm really not qualified to speak about Srimati Radharani. But before we start with the qualities, I just want to tell everyone that Radharani and Krishna's pastimes are not like the modern age love stories. That we should remove it from our head. We cannot see them with the senses, with our senses. It is very difficult to understand that. In Bhavishyat Puran, Krishna is telling Narad Muni, if anybody wants to attend Krishna,
Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So in Bhavishyat Puran, Krishna is telling Narada Muni, because he is asking how to attain Krishna Prema. So Krishna, he is telling, if you want my daya, it is very easy. If you worship Radharani, you will get my daya. So it is that easy. And also in another Purana, it is Brahma Vaivarta Purana. There again, Narada Muni, to Narada Muni, Krishna is saying, if anybody chants Ra, from Radha, if they just say Ra, then I will immediately grant him Krishna Prema. Immediately. They haven't even completed the word Radha. Just with Ra, I'll give them the Krishna Prema. And what if they say, complete the word Radha by saying Dha, then I will become their servant. I will become their dasa and start following them. That's how much Radha is powerful in getting Krishna Prema. Even Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he has mentioned in his songs and in his books that how sun and the sunlight are inseparable. The same way, Radha and Krishna are inseparable. They are always together. Like today we are celebrating Radhastami, and we are talking about all the 25 qualities of Radharani. All these qualities you can see in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 23. There it has only listed all the 25 qualities, it's not described there. But if you read Ujjwala Neelamani and the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, there you get to read the descriptions also. The first quality is Madhura. She is very sweet. Radharani is very sweet, just like the honey. The way she talks, to look, she is very sweet. The way she talks, the way she sings, the way she handles people, the way she talks to people, everything is sweet. It's actually said not just sweet, it is Ati Madhura. It is extra sweet, very, very sweet. But actually in this material world, we see a lot of people who are very beautiful. But when you start talking to them, you might not see them so sweet in their words. And vice versa also. Some people might be very sweet when they are talking, but maybe they are not so good looking. But with Radharani, she has everything in full. She is sweet, like beautiful, and also she is very good in talking also. And this is the quality which attracts Krishna why he's attracted to Krishna, why he's attracted to Radharani. So what we can learn from this is when we talk, we have to be very sweet. Our words have to be very sweet. Only then we can attract Krishna. If suppose say we are just reading so many scriptures, we are doing our rounds, 16 rounds we complete, but we are not dealing with the devotees very sweetly, then whatever we are doing is not helping us in achieving Krishna Prema. So that is very important for us. So along with our chanting, along with our reading, hearing Krishna Katha, we should always deal with the devotees very nicely. That is very important. And there is one pastime related to this, where Yashoda Maya also is attracted to Radharani because of her sweetness. Once in the morning, Yashoda Maya sees that Abhimanyu, who is Radharani's husband, he has come to meet Nanda Maharaj. So while they are talking, Yashoda Maya thinks that, okay, after they speak, I'm sure Abhimanyu will come and speak to me. Then maybe by then I should pack some gifts for Radharani so that I can, because she loves Radharani very much. So she wants to send some gifts through him. So when she'll take a box, she'll start packing a lot of good things like say saris, and she has put a lot of jewelry, and she's putting some fragrances like perfumes, all like jewelries and all those stones, precious stones. She's trying to pack everything for Radharani. And while she's doing that, Krishna will come there and he will see and he'll ask, for whom are you packing all these things? So Yashoda says, this is for somebody who is very dear to me. Immediately Krishna is all smiling and he says, oh, is it for me or Balram? So she says, no, not for you or Balram. He's a little upset. Then whom are you packing all these things? If it is not me and Balram, who else is this for? She says, see, I'm very busy. Now you don't talk to me. You go and play. I have to finish my work. She says, no. Till you tell me for whom you're packing this, I'm not going to leave. And then she says, okay, she doesn't want to upset Krishna immediately by saying for whom she's packing that gift box. So instead she says, because of my good karma, Brahma, what he did, he gave a very sweet son like you to me. And likewise, because of my good karma, he also gave a very pleasing girl in my life, which is Radharani. And to her, I'm packing all these things. So Krishna is like, okay. So he's just standing. In the meantime, when they were talking, there is this gopi who comes and informs Mother Yashoda, saying that, there's this goldsmith who has come to meet you. So she says, okay. So Yashoda Maya leaves the place, and Krishna, what he does, and there is this another servant there. So she tells him, okay, now you pack this box very nicely. So he says, okay. She leaves, and immediately Krishna is like, remove everything. He removes, and then he sits inside the box and closes the box. And then, okay, there is nothing else to say. The box is packed nicely. And then Yashoda Maya comes, and she sees the box is nicely packed. Abhimanyu finishes his work with Nanda Maharaj. He also comes there. And then Mother Yashoda, she tells to Abhimanyu, listen, I have packed this box specially for Radharani. They have all the nicest things, very precious and very valuable, very expensive things in here. So don't give it to anybody. You carry it yourself and give it to Radharani. So he's like, okay, and he tries to lift that and puts it on his head. He's thinking, oh my God, what did she pack so much? It's very heavy. But he doesn't say anything. He's like, okay, and he starts walking. Little did he know that, there is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is sitting on his head, and he starts feeling happy. Usually when we carry heavy things, we are not very happy. We are not smiling and carrying. We have that frown on our face, or we are serious. But here, what is happening? Abhimanyu is all smiling and he's very happy. And he walks to his house, which is in Yavat. He lives in Yavat. And so he goes, as soon as he enters the house, his mother, Jatila, she asks him, what is this? You're carrying something very heavy. So he says, yes, mother, Yashoda Maya, she has given some gifts to Radha Rani. So she immediately says, don't put it here. It seems like, very heavy. It looks very heavy. So why don't you go and put it in her room? He says, okay. And he carries that and he places it in her room. In her room, it's not only Radha Rani. Actually, there are other gopis also. All her friends also. So, Abhimanyu just leaves the box and he says, okay, Mother Yashoda has given all these things for you. And he leaves to his work, whatever he had. And all the gopis are very excited. This box is coming from Mother Yashoda. There should be something special. They are hoping that they also will get something, from the box. So they are all excitedly, chala chala, let's open the box, open it. And then they see, this little boy springs up. And then he's like, okay, here's your gift. And everyone are like shocked. They're like, what are you doing? We thought Yashoda Maya packed some gifts for us. And where did you take all those gifts? And he's like, no, I am your gift. They all start saying, no, you better give back the gifts to us, or else we are going to complain. We are going to take you to Mother Jatila. Then Krishna is saying, no, really, I don't know how I came here. I was just seeing all the things what my mother was packing. There was nice fragrance coming out of this box. So I was just smelling everything. Somehow I fell asleep. And some strong hands, they packed me in this box. And they brought me here. I really don't know who brought me here. So he starts saying that. And then they have that little conversation. They're saying no, he's saying no, all that. And then he says, see, finally, I really don't know. Now, if you're going to say like this, I'm going to go and tell Jatila, like if you complain about me, I will tell Jatila that I really didn't know anything. I think Radharani, she hadn't met me from a very long time. So that's why she has planned all these things. She sent Abhimanyu to our house and then he has brought me forcefully here. This is what I'm going to tell Jatila. So they have this conversation and finally Krishna is like, okay, if you think this is a mistake, you can punish me. All the gopis here, you can punish me. I can just stay here for 3 nights, no problem. They all start laughing because Krishna wants to stay with them. It's not like he wants to be really punished and taken somewhere, but he wants to be there. So they all start laughing. So like this, Mother Yashoda, she used to send some little gifts always, remembering Radharani because she loved her. She always remembered her sweetness. She's second month. She's always freshly youthful. In a book called Gaura Govinda Smarana Paddhati, there it is mentioned that Radharani is always 14 years, 2 months and 15 days old. She is not 1 day old or 1 day young. She's always 14 years, 2 months and 15 days old. And Krishna is always 15 years old. They both never change their age. They're always like that, young. But again, that cannot happen to us. With this material body, it keeps changing. Maybe someday, you might have appreciated somebody, maybe a movie star or someone, some good, somebody who has really influenced you for their beauty. But after a few years, if you see, they might not look the same. You yourself, if you imagine what you were when you were in your teenage or when you were in your 20s and 30s, you don't look the same now. Everything has changed. So, because Radharani, she is different. She has a divine body. So that's the reason she is always freshly youthful. And the third is her eyes are moving. Radharani's eyes, it is said that they are always restless. They are moving. Why? It's because the eyes want to see Krishna always. They don't want to stop even for a minute. They just are looking for Krishna. And also it is said that her eyes look like dough. And when they were together, Krishna is saying, "You're looking at me." But Radharani is saying, "No, I'm not looking at you." She has no control on her eyes. Irrespective of what Radharani is thinking or doing, the eyes move where Krishna is. That's how they are. Always looking for Krishna. So with this, actually there is one pastime where when Krishna, he goes to Mathura, everybody are very sad. They are crying. All the gopis are very sad. They are crying. Radharani also is very, very sad. She is crying. And she goes to Lalita and Vishaka, her friends, and she tells, "You know what? Can you give me some poison? I really don't want to live anymore. I want to die. Please bring me some poison and give it to me. I will drink that and I want to die." Lalita says, "Well, I don't think so. The poison will work on you." Radharani is like, "Why? Why do you think the poison will not work on me?" So Vishaka, who is there, she says, "See, what you have done is you have been looking at Krishna so much, and you have been hearing the flute of Krishna so much, and you have taken Krishna's name so much, you have eaten the betel leaf, what Krishna has chewed, always. And you have always been smelling the Tulsi Manjari, what has been offered to Krishna. And you have been serving Krishna so much with your hands and with your legs that everything has become very nectarian. So there is no chance that the poison will work on you." So Radharani is like, she's crying and she's like, "But still I want to try. Somehow I want to try. I really don't want to live without Krishna." And she says, "See, if I die, after I drink the poison, and if I die, please don't throw me in Yamuna." You know why? Because I'm crying so much that I've already created Yamuna here with my tears, though that I don't want to again be Jala Samadhi anywhere else. Here itself I'm drowned. So why take me somewhere and throw in Yamuna? Please don't do that. But instead, what do you want us to do? So, the friends are asking. And she says, "Well, I'm burning so much with separation from Krishna, so it is no use to burn this body also. It is already burnt. So what is the use of burning a body which is already burnt? So don't try to burn me also." Then Vishaka is like, "Okay, now tell me, what do you want us to do with your body?" Radharani says, "Okay, you see the Tamal tree there? You just put my body on any branch there." Why? Because Tamal tree, the color of the Tamal tree and Krishna, they resemble. So she says that I feel happy that at least I am wrapped around the Tamal tree. So if you put me there, I'll be happy. And when Krishna comes back from Mathura, he will see my body. At least he'll get to see my body. And I also can see him. Though it's I'm dead. Lalita immediately says, "Can you see there? There are so many crows. They will all eat your body. So I don't think so we can save your body." So she will fall at their feet and she'll start crying and she'll say, "Please do something. Do something that the crows don't do something that the crows can eat the whole of my body, but just not my eyes. Why? When Krishna comes back, at least my eyes can see Krishna." So that way she's crying. And then I think there is another pastime which everybody, I think, they know. When Radharani was born, she did not open her eyes. She was always closing her eyes. King Vrishabhanu and Mother Kirtida Sundari, they thought that, the baby is so beautiful, but maybe she is blind because she's not opening her eyes at all. So that's what they were thinking. And just like how we all go to see a newborn, even Yashoda Maya with her little Krishna, she comes to see the baby. When she comes here, She is, they're talking, and Krishna, he's crawling around in the house. And while crawling, he'll go to Radharani, she's in a cradle, and he'll just touch her. Immediately, Radharani knows who it is. She'll open the eyes. Both the mothers, they feel very surprised. How did this magic happen? They're very happy. And Mother Kirtida, she says that, it's only because Krishna touched, this happened. My daughter, she opened her eyes. And then from then on, both the families share an even greater bond between them. And the next quality is she smiles brightly. Ujjwala Smita. When I was reading about this, I was just thinking of Smita Mataji. She is also having a very big smile. Anytime and every time she is having that smile. And Ujjwala means radiant, and Smita is smile. When we see somebody with a big smile, we also feel very joyful. We feel very happy to be around them. And just imagine Radharani's smile, how happy people are around when she's smiling. And then the fifth one is she has beautiful and auspicious lines. So here actually it is given that on her right feet she has some, these signs are like birthmarks. For us to understand, it's more like birthmarks. Maybe some people have some black or brown marks on their body, or maybe some moles, something like that. So, but the speciality about these marks are, each mark, they have some significance. It's just not there. So it's said that on the right feet, she has altar, mountain, conch, earring, club, chariot, spear, fish. And on the left feet, she has 11 signs, which are umbrella, disc, flag, wine, flower, bracelet, lotus, upward line, elephant goad, half moon, and barley corn. Elephant goad means it is something which is very sharp like an arrow, and it has a hook. The Mawut, the elephant driver, he controls the elephant using this. So why is this, what does this signify? Anybody who wants to control their mind, if they can think about Radharani's feet, then, just like, the mind is like a mad elephant. It's always going behind lot of sense gratifications. To control that mind, this can be used. Radharani helps. And also the disc, it clears all the impediments in our bhakti. So all the previous bad karmas also can be cleared if we take shelter of her lotus feet. The sixth point is she makes Krishna happy with her bodily aroma. We all know that even material bodies also, we have some kind of smell. Especially just imagine it's a hot day outside and you're walking out, you're sweating so much. It's very awful, even for yourself. You don't want to go. And if you're, sometimes, if you're fasting or something like that, you have bad breath also. It's because the body has so much of bacteria that you have bad smell in your body, coming out of your body. But Radharani and Krishna, they have divine bodies. They're not like us. So every part of their body, it has some fragrance. So it's said that, her armpits smell like sandalwood, and her arms are like smelling like flower, and her hair smells like kasturi. So each part has a kind of fragrance, and it's said that the air which carries the fragrance from Radharani, and if Krishna is anywhere there and that air touches him, immediately he'll start shivering and his turban starts spinning, and the peacock feather what he has on his head, it will just fly. It's that ecstasy what he experiences. And the same with Krishna also. He also has very nice fragrance in his body. And it is said that if Krishna comes to any place and leaves that place, in our material timings, like for 20 minutes, the smell will be there. So people can know very easily that Krishna was there. So that's how it is. And the next point is she is very expert in singing. Radharani not only can sing very nicely, but she can play all the musical instruments, be it veena, tanpur, sitar, mridanga, kartal. She can play everything. Actually, these are, the special instruments which are played by Ashtasakis also. Why they are very special? It's because they bring out the emotions, they touch our heart. That's why, there are a lot of instruments, there are a lot of musical instruments, but the ones which Ashtasakis play, they are very special because of this reason. And also, Radharani is called Gandharvika. There are two meanings for this. The person, because Gandha means the fragrance from her body, so she is called Gandharvika. And also she is the head of Gandharvas. Gandharvas are people who are very specialized, they are artists, specialized in different things, and they are from the upper planets. And she is like a leader, like she is best among them. So that's why she's called Gandharvika. And also it's told that, every year when there is Holi, it seems all these Gandharvas, they come down to play or to sing with Radharani. Why? Just to get an approval. Even here, if you share a stage with a very famous singer, you're very happy. Just like that, just to feel that happiness, all the Gandharvas, it seems, they used to come during Holi and sing in front of her, or maybe play the musical instruments. And the next quality is her speech is charming. With her, she speaks so sweetly, she can mesmerize with what she's saying. And there's a pastime where this is after Govardhan Leela. What happens, like one day Radharani and Krishna, they are meeting somewhere and they're talking. In their conversation, Radharani starts talking about Govardhan Leela. She says, I really don't see what's so special. That day you were playing outside and it started raining. And then there was this little mountain you just lifted in your pinky and people were so impressed they gave you a name, Govardhan Giridhari. What was so special about that? Do you know, even Ravana, he tried to move this Kailash mountain. Nobody called him Kailash Dari. But only to you, just because you moved this little mountain, they called you Govind. And do you know, like I actually hold this person who lifted the Govardhan hill in my heart. So I am actually very strong. And people, don't even care. They should call me Govardhanadhari Dharini. She's saying that to him. And then again, she continues with that. And she says, I think you have done lot of good karma. That's why people, anything, any small little thing you're doing, people are, talking about that and you're becoming famous. But I, on the other hand, I have lost all my good karmas. Do you know why? Because I'm a married person, but I'm in love with you. Maybe that's why I've lost all my good karmas. I'm not even, whatever I do, people are not recognizing me. That way, sweetly, she's talking and making Krishna smile. Actually, Krishna is laughing when she's talking all this. She's just trying to make Krishna happy by saying all these things. And then the next quality, she is very expert in joking and speaking pleasantly. Even our Srila Prabhupada, he has mentioned that humor is only for gentlemen. There are some people who can say the right things at the right time and make people laugh. It's not possible for everyone. Most of us, at least me, most of the time I'm serious. I don't know how to laugh, nor do I know how to crack jokes. But there are a lot of people who can do that. Yeah. So again, there's a pastime for this also. Jatila and Kutila. There's always Jatila and Kutila. They never want Krishna and Radharani to meet. Do you know what is Jatila mean? Jata means the tangled hair. Usually the rishis, they have the tangled hair. and Kutila means crooked. So Jatila for us, it's like, you can say that it means as our tangled thoughts. Just like how the hair is tangled, our thoughts also are tangled. That is Jatila. And Kutila means our crooked mind. So Jatila and Kutila never want Krishna and Radha to meet. Same way, if you have a tangled thoughts and crooked mind, you will never have Krishna and Radha in your heart. That can never come. If you have these two things in you, you can never have that Krishna prema in our lives. So there's this pastime. Once Kutila, she's looking for Radharani. She almost catches. They are in the forest. Radharani and Krishna and all the gopis are sitting there, and Kutila almost comes there. And immediately gopis are like, they're panicking. They're saying, now what do we do? Now Krishna cannot run anywhere. Kutila is almost here. She can't see us. But Krishna says, don't worry, I'll manage the situation. And what he does, he will disguise himself as Abhimanyu, Radharani's husband. And then he is just walking away from the gopis. And then Kutila, she sees, Krishna, who is actually like Abhimanyu, and she thinks that it is her brother. And then she goes and says, "Arey, brother, what are you doing here? Why are you walking here?" And she says, and Krishna, who is like Abhimanyu, he says, "Oh, I was actually looking for my bull. The bull is lost, so I'm actually looking for it." "And what are you doing here?" She says, "No, Radharani, she left home so, long time ago, and she hasn't come home. So I'm thinking she might be with Krishna. No, I'm doubting that she's with Krishna. That's why I'm here in the forest looking for her." And Krishna, Krishna, but who is like Abhimanyu, he says, "I think you're always suspecting something. There's nothing, you have never proved that Radharani is with Krishna. But you're always saying, but anyways, you carry on with your work, and even I am busy, I have to go look for my will." So he continues. So Krishna is away from that place. And Kutila, she comes near the gopis. And she's like, she smells. Like I said, after Krishna leaves, still that fragrance is there. So she asked the gopis, "Was Krishna here? Was Sham here?" Shama in Sanskrit means darkness also. This Radharani, she's so smart. She's saying, "What are you talking? Are you okay? Is your health okay? Because it's not dark, it's midday. Why are you saying there is, did you see Sham?" "No, we see daylight." She's like, No, I'm not talking about Shama, that Shama. I'm talking about Hari. Did you see Hari?" And Hari means lion or monkey also. And then immediately Radharani says, "You know what? My sister-in-law Kutila, she's so sweet. She has come here to warn us. It seems there is a lion here. Come, let's all run, run, run." So they all will leave. All the gopis are laughing actually. And Kutila, she's not leaving at this point. Though all the gopis and Radharani, they just escape from there, but still she continues. She's like walking and she's thinking. Actually, she finds a broken necklace, and she's saying that this is Krishna's. And Radharani says, no, this is mine. But Kutila doesn't give it back to her. And she carries with her, and again she meets Abhimanyu, who is actually Krishna. And she says, "Brother, I actually found this proof today. Now you can go and give this to Kamsa and say that Krishna is here only. He can come and arrest him." So Abhimanyu says, "Oh, good, you found this proof. I will definitely go to Kamsa and give this, and then ask him to capture Krishna." And then he'll say, "But why take my wife's name? Instead, I will say he was with Chandravali. I will not say he was with Radharani, because it's actually Krishna who is speaking, right?" So he's changing the whole thing. And Kutila also somehow she's convinced, and she says, "Yeah, sure. That is also a good idea. Why, take Radharani's name here?" And then Krishna leaves, and Kutila also leaves. She goes back home. And then after some time, Krishna, who is disguised as Abhimanyu, he comes home to Yavat to actually Jatila and Kutila's house. When he comes, they both are there, and he says, "See, I did what I said, and Kamsa's people, they are coming by evening. They will come and catch hold of Krishna. They will capture him and take him, prison him." But I also heard that Krishna, he is going to disguise like me and he is going to come here to be with Radharani. So now you have to be very careful. What I will do, I will go inside and I'll be with Radharani. I will take care of her. What you do, you close all the windows and doors and you go upstairs on the terrace and you wait for him. When he comes, when Krishna comes, throw the cow dung on him. He'll give the ideas and he'll go inside. And he is inside. Krishna is inside with Radharani. And Jatila and Kutila, they are waiting upstairs. And then after some time, the actual Abhimanyu, he comes. And then he is wondering why all the doors are closed. Never it is closed like that. So he starts calling mother and his sister Kutila, what happened? Where are you guys? Why are the doors closed? And then they're like, okay, so now you're here? Okay, we also are ready. They'll start throwing cow dung on him. Abhimanyu, he starts getting scared. He's like, what is happening to my mother and sister? He doesn't understand that. And then he'll think maybe some ghosts have attacked them. So he'll start running to look for a tantric. He goes to a tantric and, but anyway, that pastime continues. But this is the story where, Krishna is happy inside with Radharani and they are thinking that, they have sent Krishna away, but actually it was Abhimanyu. So this way Radha and Krishna both are experts in joking and talking. The next point is she is very humble and meek. Once Radharani, she stopped talking to Krishna. She didn't want to talk to Krishna anymore. So Krishna couldn't just stay like that. He wants Radha to talk to him all the time. So what he does, he dresses himself like a Brahmin boy and then he comes to Yavat, again to Radharani's house. And there he starts begging for alms. He's asking, I'm a Brahmin boy, please come and give me some alms. I'm very hungry, give me some food. And this is early morning. And he knows, Krishna very well knows that Jatila and Kutila, they'll be very busy cleaning their cows. Their hands, everything will be dirty. So they cannot come out. So he has gone at the right time. And then Jatila, she calls for Radharani and she says, there is some Brahmin boy at the door. So go and give him something. He's very hungry. And Radharani goes to her and she says, I am a married lady. Do you think I can go and talk to a stranger? And in the meantime, Krishna gets very impatient and he's talking very loudly. And he's saying, see, I'm a Brahmin boy. I'm very hungry. If you don't come now, I will go away. But you know what will happen to you. So Jatila gets scared and she's like, please go. He might curse us. So it's better you go and give the alms. Give him something. And Radharani, she comes out and gives him something, but she knows who it is. She knows that it is Krishna himself. So that way she is very humble and weak, and she also respects the elders. She is always full of mercy. And then the next one is she is cunning. Radharani knows how to get things done to please Krishna. Now there is this place called Koshi. Koshi actually has a meaning. Koshi, it is in Surasena Bhasha. It seems at that time, they all used to speak in that language, Surasena Bhasha. And Koshi means, who is this? So, one evening, Krishna comes to Radharani and she has locked the door. So he comes, knocks at the door, and when he knocks, Radharani asks, Koshi. Koshi meaning, who are you? Who is this? Yeah. And then Krishna says, I'm Krishna. Again, see, Radharani is very witty here. She finds different meanings for the same words. So, Krishna means black serpent. So she says, Arey, if it is black serpent, I'm very scared. I don't want to open the door. And then he says, well, I'm Hari. Open the door. Hari, like I said, it means lion or monkey. She says, if it is monkey, why should I open the door? You have to be in the forest. Go to the forest. Now again, he starts knocking at the door. And she again says, Koshi, Narahari. I'm Narahari, meaning I'm the lion. And she says, well, if it is lion, I'm very scared. You might eat me up. So I don't want you inside. He says, Shama, which means clouds. And she says, you will rain here, so I will not open the door. And then finally he says, I'm Madhusudan. She says, well, what is the work for a bumblebee here? You have to go to a flower. Go to a flower. And then finally Krishna gives up. He says, I cannot do this anymore. You will. You're very witty. And Radharani is laughing. The next quality is she is expert in executing her duties. This is something which is very important for all of us. Radharani, she is an expert in cooking, dancing, singing, in everything. Whatever she does, she is expert in that. And that's why in ISKCON, we give the utmost priority in all our ISKCON temples, or be it in our houses also. In the kitchens, we follow high standard because Radharani herself is supervising. That's the reason why we have to follow all the standards. So when you're cooking, Radharani is there supervising you. Because you're cooking for Krishna, you should make sure that everything is clean and you yourself should be clean. When you know you're going to cook, if suppose say you were sleeping or you had touched the bed or you were just, maybe you used a restroom, then you cannot just go to the kitchen and start cooking. You should clean yourself. You should take bath and then go and start cooking. So, it is very important here to follow this. 7:40. Next is she is shy. Radharani, she is very shy in front of Krishna and also in front of elders. So once people were, because people were gossiping because Radha and Krishna, they were always meeting. So Jatila got very angry and she was calling Radharani as Kula Kalankini, means disgrace to the family. Because she started calling her disgrace to the family, Krishna and Purnamasi is Radharani's guru. So both of them, they get very angry that they are calling Radharani like that. So they decide that they have to teach everybody a lesson and show that Radharani is very chaste. She is very pure. So what happens? One day Krishna pretends that he has high fever. And then Yashoda Maya gets tensed. She thinks, what is happening? She doesn't understand. She runs to Purnamasi. And then Purnamasi says, I really don't know, but what I can do is, there is one very powerful mantra, but to chant that, I need water from Yamuna. To get that, I need a chaste lady. Whoever is very chaste, who is newly married, who is chaste, they should come and bring the water from the pot what I give, and from that water I can chant some mantras and Krishna will be okay. So Yashoda Maya, she calls all the ladies, she calls everyone and she'll say, come, let's go and get the water from the Yamuna. So when everybody goes there near Yamuna, Purnamasi, she gives the pot. And what's the speciality of this pot is it has 100 holes in it. Now everybody gets scared. Now they're thinking, now who can get water in that pot? If they take that and the water is dripping out, they are not chaste. They're like, pointing at each other and saying, why don't you go? Why don't you go? Nobody is daring to go. But somehow there is this one gopi who dares, says, okay, I will try. She'll take the pot, she'll take the water from Yamuna and she puts it on her head. Immediately, the water comes on her and she's completely drenched. So nobody knows what to do here, but only with that water, Krishna can be cured. Then somebody in that group, they say, why don't we call Radharani? Maybe she can help. So people say, okay, why not? We'll just give it a try. So they will go and call Radharani. When she comes very shyly. She's not boasting herself that I can do this, I can do that, no worries. She doesn't say anything. Very silently she comes and she takes that pot, gets the water, she puts it on her head. Not even a single drop of water is coming out of the pot. She carries all the way to Yashoda Maya's house and she gives it to Purnamasi. And then Purnamasi, she just pretends as though, she's sprinkling water on Krishna and she recites some mantras. And then Krishna gets up and he says, I'm perfectly fine now. So this is one pastime where, Krishna and Purnamasi, they plan to show how shy is Radharani. And she's always respectful. Like I said, Purnamasi is her guru. So she's very respectful to her. She's always respectful to elders. And she worships sun god. The next quality is she's always calm. Like I was saying, there's another pastime here. Krishna is always going to Yavat, to Radharani's house. And once when he goes, Radharani, Krishna and all the Sakhis, all the gopis, they are in the room. Kutila comes there, she sees, okay, now this is the right time. She'll go lock the door. She'll lock the door and she'll go call everybody. She'll say, see, nobody were believing when I say Krishna and Radha are meeting, but now I've caught them red-handed. Why don't you come and see? And everyone comes running to see Radha and Krishna. And then she opens the door. There is no Krishna. Gopis are there and Radharani is there. But Krishna is not there. Actually, what happened? Krishna has escaped through the window. But they don't know that. And Kutila, she is like, she doesn't understand. I really saw Krishna here. When she is looking around, she sees a flute on the bed. And she says, see, I got this proof. I know Krishna was here and this is Krishna's flute. When she takes that and shows to everyone, immediately Lalita, she is very intelligent. She says, Arey, did you not know? Just go outside and see, it is raining flutes today. They are all surprised. We just came inside. No, you have to go and see outside. It's raining flutes. So they all go outside and see it was raining flutes. So when we are listening to all the pastimes of Radharani and Krishna, the logic doesn't work. You cannot just think. It's just Yoga Maya who is just making everything happen. Whatever the gopis want, whatever Krishna wants, it just happens. There's no logic in there. And here, like I said, she is always calm because she knows that Krishna is protecting her. Whatever it is, Krishna is always there. And the next point is she is always grave. She is grave because she is always serving Krishna. She's always thinking, what should I do to make him happy? How should I dress? How should I please him? She's just thinking about Krishna. She's not thinking about anyone there. She just wants to please Krishna. That's why she's always grave. And then she's expert in enjoying life. Next point, 18th. Radharani is very playful. Here there's one pastime. Usually Radharani teams up with gopis to play prank or whatever. But this time she is actually teamed up with Krishna himself. So Radha and Krishna, what they do, Krishna helps Radharani to just dress up like him, with the black color and all the dhoti and all that. So they look identical. So they sit there and start meditating, pretend to be meditating. So all these gopis come there and they are like shocked to see two Krishnas there. And now they start worrying, now where did Radharani go? They'll start wondering because in the morning they were the ones who went to Jatila's house and got Radharani. Now Radharani is not found anywhere. So they are scared also. So the pastime continues. And then at the end they get to know that, one is Radharani and one is Krishna. They all have a good laugh of what happened. And then the 19th quality is she is situated at the topmost level of ecstatic love. So, there are so many gopis, competing for Krishna's love, but nobody can beat Radharani. She is the topmost because she loves Krishna very deeply. So it is said that if you put all the Dwaraka Vasi's love, the if you multiply by crores, n number of crores, then it is the love for Krishna from gopis. And that gopis love, if you multiply millions of times, then you get Radharani's love for Krishna. It is that complex and complicated for us to understand. Even Chandravali, when Krishna goes to Mathura, even Chandravali, who is actually a competitor to Radharani, so she is coming and sympathizing and saying, I really feel sorry for you. You have so much love for Krishna. You're crying so much. She is trying to console Radharani. That is Radharani's love for Krishna. And the 20th quality is she is the reservoir of loving affairs in Gokula. And then the 21st quality is she is the most famous of submissive devotees. It is said that she is more famous than Krishna himself. Tulsidas, in one of his writings, he is saying that when I went to Ayodhya, I heard everyone say Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. They were taking Rama's name. Then I went to Tirupati. Everybody were taking Balaji's name. Balaji, Balaji. When I come to Vrindavan, nobody is saying Krishna, Krishna. They're all saying Radhe, Radhe. Nobody likes Krishna there. Why is that? Everyone is thinking of Radha. Because Krishna left them. Krishna cheated. He just left them and went. But Radharani, she stayed there. That's why she's called Vrindavaneshwari. Yeah, that's why she is very famous amongst the devotees. And then 22nd quality, she is very affectionate to elderly people. This is a very special pastime. When she was little girl, like I think most of the little kids here, mostly girls, you would have played with the kitchen set, right? I have seen a lot of kids playing with their kitchens, the plastic kitchen they used to have. Yeah, and Radharani also had her set. She had all the clay pots, tiny clay pots and all. So she was cooking one day. She was very small. And Durvasa Muni comes there. When he comes, everybody gets scared of Durvasa Muni because he gets angry for anything. Like a small thing, he gets angry. So they're very scared of Durvasa Muni. So they all run away. But Radharani, she continues to play with her toys. She cooks and she comes to Durvasa Muni and she says, here is the kheer for you. I cooked kheer for you. And she gives. He's so moved by her action. So he blesses her. He says that, whoever eats the food cooked by Radharani will have a long life. They will become very strong. They will be beautiful and they will prosper in life. And that's the reason why Yashoda Maya always wanted Radharani to go and cook in her house for Krishna. She always wanted that. Even after Radharani got married, she used to come from Yavat to cook. And the next quality, she is very submissive to the love of her friends. Radharani loves all her friends equally. And actually she loves them so much that she ends up serving them. She would just listen to everything what they said. If someone said, oh, yellow suits you, or this color suits you, she will wear that. If they said, don't talk to Krishna, she will not talk to Krishna. And also actually there is a proof, even in this modern age, there is a proof that she loves her friends. When Rati Manjari, she comes to this world as Raghunath Das Goswami. we all must have heard this or read this. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he's chanting one day. It is very hot, scorching hot. He's chanting there, sitting next to Radha Kund. And then what Radharani does, she comes and she puts her pallu, the sari, on him so that he doesn't have sun striking him directly. So that way she's serving her friends. And then the 24th quality is she is the chief gopi. Enter Masmaya. Full. So Krishna has 6.8 million gopis, and out of which 16,000 are very important. Among those 16,000, 8,000 gopis are very special. And in that Ashta Sakhis, 8 Sakhis are very, very special. In those 8, 2 are very important, Chandravali and Radharani. And amongst those 2, Radharani is the best. So that's why she is the chief gopi. And then the last quality, the 25th quality, is she always keeps Krishna under her control. See, it sounds very different. You know, she is controlling Krishna. How is that possible? How can Radharani control Krishna? He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But she does everything. Whatever she does, it is only to please Krishna. And that's why Krishna has become so submissive to Radharani that he is just following Radharani. Whatever Radharani says, he will say yes, yes, yes to it. That's how Radharani is controlling Krishna. It's not that she's very straight or very this one, but she's doing everything to please him. And that's why he's very pleased. And we are saying that Radharani is having only 25 qualities. But then she has infinite qualities, and because Krishna is submissive to Krishna, all his 64 qualities also is coming under her. So she has all the qualities. That way she is very, very special. And let's all pray that pray to Radharani that she blesses that we are able to do the services to Krishna to the best of our abilities. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kirtida. So anybody has any reflection or questions, please go ahead. We have 5 minutes. No? 3, 2, yes.
Just to make clear, you mentioned Mataji, Radharani's husband name is Abhimanyu, right?
Yes.
And who was the Ayan Ghosh?
Maybe it is the same Prabhu. They might have different names in different books because the stories also slightly change which book you refer to. But there is only one husband.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Like if you just Google search, they're saying Ayan or Abhimanyu.
Okay, yeah, but this is authentic thing, what I've taken from. So there it mentions as Abhimanyu.
Okay.
So it could be the other name also.
Maybe same person, two names.
Yeah. Definitely it has to be same person.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Rima Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class. It was really mesmerizing. I was like all ears. Mataji, where do you find all this? Where can we read all this?
Yeah, like initially I just mentioned that if you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela,
Okay.
you'll get all the 25 qualities. It's just listed there. But if you see the other book, the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and there is one more book. Just forgot that name. Let me just say that. There are 2 books which are referred, and there you can find it in detail. Urjvala Nilamani. There is,
Oh,
yeah.
Ujjwal Neelamani.
Yeah,
Okay.
in that and the teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
Ujjwal
They-
Neelamani is by Raghunath Das Goswami.
I think.
Yeah.
So, there if you refer, you will get the description of all the qualities. But here in Madhya Leela, there you just have all the 25 qualities listed. You can
Okay.
see.
Thank you so much, Mataji. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Comfort also tells you to go to Ujjwala Nilamani.
When you see there, yes, it says.
Anybody else? Okay. Thank you. So wonderful session. Thank you, Kirtida. You get ready for class course. Okay. So again, big round of applause for her. As you all know, the very soon coming up event. Can anybody guess? Radhastami. That's the biggest event in Philadelphia. So get ready for that. It is on which date, bro?
September 28th.
September 28th, Saturday. Okay, please get ready for that. And soon Saujanya Mataji will be speaking a little bit about that because there are a lot of services available. And some of the services are already covered, but some are open. So please be attentive. She's going to speak about very shortly. Okay. And coming up is next Saturday. Next Saturday again we have we are carrying the same mood of hearing about Srimati Radha Rani. Okay, all these 25 qualities we just heard. So in the same mood, next week Saturday we have program at Subhadra Mataji's place, Sukada Prabhu's place. She's here to personally invite you all. And Srila Prabhupada disciples will grace the occasion. Vishnu Gada Prabhu and Balabhadra Prabhu, please make yourself available. So it is an open invitation, specifically to all our Bensalem Bhakti Ruksha group. So please come. I'm going to send. I already sent the flyer, so you already have the address, timings, everything. Next Saturday, we are not going to have program here. So it will be at Sukada Prabhu's place. So please come. Don't feel shy. You'll be invited personally by her now. It's on next Saturday, okay? And Saturday after that, you all know that it's Rath Yatra, so there's no program here anyway. So for another 2 Saturdays, we are not going to meet here. Okay, it's going to be third Saturday. So please make a note. Those who are not present today, you can tell them this is a schedule, and they are open to come to Subhadra Mataji's place next Saturday also. So yeah, Mataji. Okay, so Saujanya Mataji is here. We can talk to her in detail, but we have a lot of services open for Rath Yatra because Bensalem Bhakti Ruksha, we are keeping a food stall there. You all notice, right? Every year we have a big stall and thousands of people come to the festival. Can you guess how many thousands? Anybody? No? 6, 5, 6. Okay, they are close. So it's a variable, it's a running crowd, not that all 5,000 people will barge in at the same time, So it's a floating crowd. The people come, go all the way. So the festival starts at 12 p.m., 12 noon. Starts from Love Park and it ends at Arts Museum. So it's a long way. It's a 2-hour parade actually, less than 2-hour parade. Okay, a beautiful parade. So please participate in the parade also. So it starts at 12. By 11:30 they do some aarti at the chariot, and then 12 o'clock the parade starts, and it ends up at Arts Museum. Arts Museum is a place where you have a big ground in front of Arts Museum, and there are a lot of stalls, and then stage. There are a lot of events happening in the stage. Cultural events like dancing, Bharatanatyam, singing, drama. So wonderful events. You can share all this information to your friends. I have a souvenir book. It's outside. So that book is available. You can take that book as many as you want. You can share that with your friends. Okay. In that book, all the festival information is there. So specifically coming to our Bensalem Bhakti Vriksha stall, food stall, we have a lot of services open. It starts at least 2 days. Yes, this is the book. So you can take this book when you're leaving. It's going to be outside. And specific to our Bensalem books, food stall, which is actually managed by Sojanya Mataji here. So she is the coordinator. A lot of services are open. Specifically, dosas are made on the day. Okay, for dosa, there's a dosa batter which is already taken care. Dosa batter, and there are chutneys, coconut chutney, uh, date chutney, and then aloo. For the dosa, we need 4 big trays of aloo, which is again taken care of that. Right, Mataji? Yeah, correct me. So there are many other services in the stall on that day. Okay, so the stall starts at 12. Inspector will come and inspect all the things is okay, then we are good to go for sales. So sales starts at 12 p.m., 12 noon. When the parade starts, the sales also starts here. So you can come to the stall, okay. There are some procedures to be followed at the stall. You have to wear a head cap and an apron and all that, but you can come to the stall if you are interested to do a lot of services there, because every item needs a service. Like water, there is a huge list of menu. So for each menu, one person is assigned, then they can sell. Okay. So similarly, on the stall, there are a lot of services available. Please come. And before that, 7:30 on the day of parade, on the day of Rath Yatra, 7:30 a.m. at Saujanya Mataji's place, we all assemble together to put all the items into U-Haul. We have rented a U-Haul, and then load and then go there, go to the site, unload and then set it up. So there are plenty of services available. You can contact her. Mataji, did I miss anything? So there are plenty of services available day before Rath Yatra and on the day of Rath Yatra. And the day of Rath Yatra specifically, Mataji, if they are interested, if you want to make dosas, you want to try how to make masala dosas, you can try. I guess some of you are already expert, right, in making dosas. We need Matajis to do that, or Prabhujis. If you are expert, please come. We need people to do those, because there will be a huge crowd, and we don't want them to be waiting for a long time there. Okay, so it has to be very fast. We have 2 grills. Okay, and each grill we can make 3 dosas. So that means 6 dosas. 6 dosas for 2 minutes. Just joking. But we have to be very fast. So those who are expert in making dosas, please talk to Saujanya Mataji. We definitely need help there. And of course, other menu items are there. So please talk to her in detail. Yes, and once the setup is done at 11:30, 11 or 11:30, when all the sales end, when Rath Yatra ends, right, the event ends at 6. By 6:30, they'll cut off the power. So we won't have power, we won't do any more sales. Then please help in dismantling all the setup and load the UL again back. We have to come back. And then a day after that, at Saujanya Mataji's place, we'll do cleanup. All the utensils which we have used for the stall and all the setup, we do a lot of cleanup. So please come there if possible. Thank you. Did I mention anything, Mataji? Okay. So mark your calendars. Coming Saturday, you won't have any program here at Subhadra Mataji's place. Next Saturday, after that, is Rath Yatra. Okay. Thank you very much. Now it's time for Srila Prabhupada's quote for the day. You all get quote, and he's going to narrate for the entire week.
September 9th. September 9th. You mentioned that your pathway has become filled with stumbling blocks, but there are no stumbling blocks. I can kick out all those stumbling blocks immediately, provided you accept my guidance. With one stroke of my kick, I can kick out all stumbling blocks. September 11th. One who is making a false statement will suffer for that. September 12th. A musician, because one has got a good attachment for music, he tries to perform it very perfectly. So love is the basis. Similarly, when you serve Krishna, if you have no love for Krishna, you cannot serve him very nicely. And Krishna also does not accept your service if it is not done in great love and affection. September 13th. As soon as you become God conscious, the demons will create disturbance, just like Lord Jesus Christ. He was crucified by the demons. The only fault was that he was God conscious. Just see such innocent person. September 14th. We have to work sincerely, and because Krishna is in everyone's heart, there will be no difficulty to have necessary facilities.
His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Right. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Kalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate Sharira Vidya Jal Jadendriya Taheka Jiva Fele Vishaya Sagare Tara Madhya Jivati Lobho Mai Sudharmati Take Jeta Katina Samsare Krishna Barodaya Mai Puribar Jiva Jai Swaprasada Nadilo Bai Te Annamrita Pavo Sri Radha Krishna Gunagavo Premeda Ko Sri Chaitanya Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya